Good morning, Nammo Phat. Welcome to our daily practice check-in for Wednesday, April 1st, 2020. Listen, listen, listen. This beautiful sound calls me back to my true home. This morning we're reading the third wonderful precept. Aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I vow to cultivate responsibility and learn ways to protect the safety and integrity of individuals, couples, families, and society. I am determined not to engage in sexual relations without love and a long-term commitment. To preserve the happiness of myself and others, I am determined to respect my commitments and the commitments of others. I will do everything in my power to protect children from sexual abuse and to prevent couples and families from being broken by sexual misconduct. We continue reading from Ajahn Sucitto's Kamma and the End of Kamma. The dynamics of Kamma. The law of Kamma is that an effect or result is inevitable from an active cause. If I curse and abuse someone today, the effect of that is that they get hurt, and that means that they're probably going to be unpleasant towards me in the future. It's also likely that the action will have immediate effects in my own mind, agitation, and remorse. Or it may be that I get accustomed to acting in that way, so I continue to act abusively, develop an insensitive mind, and lose friends. So effects accrue both in terms of states of mind, offense and remorse, and also behavioral structures, a pattern or program of being loud-mouthed or self-centered. The really problematic stuff is the ongoing programs, formations, or in the Buddhist language, sankhara. These behavior patterns become part of our identity, and because we don't see past our own ingrained habits, these patterns and programs sustain the rolling on, or samsara, of cause and effect. It's important then, if we want to get free, to get a hold on how we're operating. And it's possible because the Kamma Vipaka process forms feedback loops of mental feelings of stress or agitation or ease that we can contemplate and consider. Moreover, we can respond in different ways to the results of our actions, so each effect does not inevitably engender a corresponding cause. Here's the choice. I can pause, come out of the mind state of irritation or recklessness, give it due consideration, and try to do better in the future. That's the first step towards liberation. The teaching on Kamma is most readily accessible in the context of external behavior. The Buddha saw that clarity in regard to behavior offers a pragmatic way in which suffering and stress can be avoided and peace, trust, and clarity generated. Hence he spoke of dark Kamma, actions such as murder, theft, falsehood, and sexual abuse that lead to bad results, and bright Kamma, actions such as kindness, generosity, and honesty that do the reverse. He also referred to a mixture of bright and dark Kamma, actions which have some good intentions in them, but are carried out unskillfully. An example of this would be having the aim to protect and care for one's family, but carrying that out in a way which abuses one's neighbors. Kamma is also dynamic. We act according to input, and as we receive the feedback of agreeable or disagreeable results, that moderates our further actions. However, as some feedback doesn't occur immediately, and may even take years to occur, aspects of the feedback loop are chaotic. This means that our rate of learning doesn't necessarily keep up with the rate at which we can commit further action. We were blithely polluting the atmosphere for decades before it became clear what was going on, by which time other actions had taken place, establishing industries and lifestyles dependent on unsustainable resources that make it difficult to bring about change. This point is significant. It encourages us to put effort into clarifying awareness of the mind and its impulses. We need to investigate our minds and mental programs more thoroughly and more often. Then it's possible to interrupt the feedback loop with input that arrests or moderates our impulses. This input is the Kamma that leads to the end of Kamma, and it is the hinge point of the Buddha's teaching. In its deepest fulfillment, it can lead not just to changes in behavior, but to complete liberation. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you for joining me this morning, and I hope you have a very pleasant day.